Hello, students. Welcome to my accountancy class. Student, this is the chapter of partnership, name death of a partner. In this question, you are learning how the deceased partner means who has died, how the deceased partner will be paid and what his amount to be payable would be calculated. In this question, you have been given that there are three partners Sunny, Honey, Rupesh. On 31st March, you have been given the balance sheet 31st March 2014. After that, you have been given some information, journal reserve, capitals of the partners, etc. According to the adjustment of the question, first of all, we are going to read the last line. It is written only prepare the Honey's capital account to be presented to his executor. Only Honey's capital account you have to prepare. Now, read adjustment. Honey died on 31st December 2014. Accounts are closed on 31st March every year, but he is dying on 31st December. Means after the 9 months of closing the accounts of the last year. That is 31st March 2014. On 31st December, he has died. The further informations you have been given, balance in the capital account of deceased partner. Okay, balance of capital he would get. IOC he will get for the 9 months, and his share of undistributed profits and loss, that is reserves, surpluses given in the balance sheet. Next, his share in the profits till the date of his death, calculated on the basis of the rate of net profit on the sale of previous year. The rate of net of the previous year 20%, and sale of the firm during 31st March, during the year till 31st March, 31st December 2014, rupees 6 lakh. You shall pay him the four things: one, capital, IOC, reserves and surpluses, accumulated reserve surpluses, and the share of profit up to this. Now, see the solution of this question. First, see the working notes. First of all, you are calculating the IOC. His capital in the question was given 30,000. In the adjustment, you have been given the rate and 9 months for which he was alive or he was in the firm. IOC is rupees this. It should be credited to his capital account. After that, profit is being calculated. Sale multiply with rate. Sale multiply with rate. This is the profit for the firm, 12,000. Now his share for 1/3, rupees 4,000, credit to his capital account. Now general reserve, that is 30, his share rupees 10,000. These three things you are going to pay him plus his opening balance of capital. Now whatever the amount is to be paid to him shall be written in the credit side, which will increase his capital rupees 30,000 as balance of his capital, interest on capital 6% for 9 months, plus profit and loss suspense account, his share in the profits, journal reserve, his share in the journal reserve, and total amount it is to be paid to Honey. And the amount is being transferred to the Honey's executor loan account. Now, question number 34 of this chapter. R, S, and T are partners sharing profits and losses in this ratio. ratio 5, ratio 3, ratio 2, and on 31st March 2018, their balances stood this, and this. You have been given the workman compensation reserve and the old goodwill that is to be considered by you. You especially considered these two things because this is written off and it is distributed if there is no any adjustment related to workman compensation claim. Okay, now according to the adjustment, T died on 1st August 2018, means after uh, April, May, June, July, August, September, means after 6 months. After 6 months, he died. So he shall be paid goodwill, and goodwill is to be calculated in this manner. In working note, you will learn. Next, this is related to revaluation account, and T is share in profits, etc. Now read the requirement of the question. Pass the necessary journal entry for the above transactions and T is executor's account. Now we are preparing the journal entry for all these above adjustments and distribution of journalism and to write off the old goodwill. Now first see the question working notes of this question. In the working note, first you are calculating the amount of goodwill of the firm, then his share. First, according to the question, according to the adjustment, you are calculating the average profit. Then you are multiplying the number of years purchase. This is the amount of goodwill. Now, T share, this is the deceased partner, 2/10 of the firm's goodwill. Now, T is to be paid rupees 35,000. I would like to tell you that T is the deceased partner. When any partner retires from the firm or any partner's death, it is considered that he has sacrificed. And according to the adjustment entry, the gaining partners compensate to the sacrificing partner by debiting their capital and crediting the sacrificing partner's capital. Now, you have I repeat again, you have calculated the goodwill of the firm, then sacrificing partners share for 2/10, and this amount of rupees 35,000 in 5:3 in the gaining ratio of R and S. Means to say R and S would reduce their capital with rupees this and will increase the capital of T. R and S are compensating to T. Now we pass the journal entry for this. See the journal entry here. R's capital account debit, S capital account debit, means gaining partner's capital account debit to sacrificing partner's capital account, that is T's capital account, for his share in the firm's goodwill. Here you can write the narration being the adjustment entry made for the goodwill. Now we see the next. The next working note 2, you can see here, profit for the year you have been given rupees this. Now T share you are calculating 2/10 for the period for which he was alive in the firm. He was alive in the firm for 4 months. Only for 4 months. That's why we have calculated his share in the profit for 12 months. 4 months. Because April, May, June, July. On 1st August he expired. So he shall be given this amount. So you will pass the journal entry for this with the help of profit and loss suspense account. See the journal entry for his share, profit and loss suspense account debit for T's capital account. This is the amount of profit up to 1st August, up to that very date for which he was alive in the business. So you are not going to prepare the final accounts. That's why you are writing or using the name profit and loss suspense account. Next adjustments are regarding the amount of capital to be valued at rupees this, plant and household, etc. These all adjustments are related to the revaluation account. Now check the amount which is increase or decrease. If there is loss, revaluation account shall be debited. If there is gain, revaluation account is credited. Now you can see here, revaluation account debit to machinery account. This is the loss because of decrease in the value of asset. Next, patents debit, increase in the value of assets debit. Leasehold debit, increase in the value of asset debit. This is the gain. So at the time of gain, the revaluation account is credited. Make it point. At the time of gain, the revaluation account is credited. Now check. The revaluation account was debited rupees 10,000. It is credited rupees 35,000. Finally, you can say that there is a gain, net gain of rupees 25,000. This is the net gain. 35,000 minus 10,000. And this gain will be transferred to the partner's capital account, old partner sold ratio. So revaluation account debit to RST in old partners old ratio distributed. You have learned this adjustment related to goodwill. It is the old goodwill given in the balance sheet. Now you are passing the entry of writing off the old goodwill. You have written off the old goodwill. So you will decrease the capital accounts of the partners, R's capital account debit, S capital account debit, T's capital account debit. You are decreasing the capital. And you have closed the goodwill account. When you close any asset account, they are debited, credited. Next, this entry is related to the adjustment of the capital, capital for the goodwill given in the adjustment. And the next is profit and loss suspense account debit to T's capital account. We have learned it. And the working note has been given for these two. Working note 1, working note 2. Next, workman compensation reserve. This reserve account is to be closed. So debited and distribute among the old partners in old ratio. So their capital will be increased. Now this is question number working note 3, in which you are calculating the total amount to be paid to executors. These executors, that is capital plus reserves, profits, goodwill, etc. Whatever is being paid to him, or minus owed goodwill or loss. The net amount here in this question, you are going to pay rupees 1,21,000. It is a balance of his capital. Balance of capital. Now this balance of the capital will be transferred to the T's executor's loan account. Now see the journal entry. T's capital account debit to T's executor loan account. This amount you have transferred from capital to executor. Now, according to the requirement of the question, T's executors are being paid rupees 21,000 immediately. So, debit the loan account because it is the liability of the firm. When you pay this amount, the liability of the firm will decrease, and credit the bank balance because bank balance will also decrease. Now, dear student, it is the most important topic which is being discussed now in the same question which is going on, that is question number 34. The main topic is, in this question, it is the requirement of the question: prepare the T's executor's account and make it point here. In the question you have been given 21,000 paid immediately, you have paid in the journal entry, and balance to be paid in 4 half yearly equal installment, and make it point together with interest at the rate 10%. 10%. Okay, now we are learning the executor's loan account. Now come here. According to the journal entry, you pass the journal entry T's capital account debit to T's executor account. Means according to the journal entry, his account was credited in the name of T's capital account. And according to the adjustment and the journal entry also, it was written that he was to be paid on the same date, means on 1st August immediately rupees 21,000. Means immediately on 1st August you are paying. So the journal entry you passed executor account debit to bank account or executor account debit to cash account. Then according to the question, it is saying that half yearly annual installment you will pay. Annual installment means on 31st January, means after the 6 months you are talking about here, beta. Please make it point clear here. When the balance of rupees 1,21,000 to be paid, you paid 21,000 immediately. Now the remaining was rupees 1 lakh. The remaining balance of rupees 1 lakh, according to question, it was to be paid in 4 equal installments. Means 1 lakh divided by 4. So one installment should be of rupees 25,000. But make it point plus 21,000 plus interest. Whatever the interest would be, you will pay. Means the 1 lakh rupees will be divided by 4. The one installment of rupees 25,000 means equal installment plus interest you will pay. Now see here. According to the demand of the question, after paying on 1st August, the balance is 1 lakh. Question is saying that after 6 months, he should be paid. Means from 1st August, September, October, November, December, January. On 31st January, his executors will come and you will pay 10% on 1 lakh for 6 months. rupees 10,000, 5,000. And you are paying rupees 25,000 amount of principal plus rupees 5,000 amount of interest. Total rupees this. And the balance will be rupees 75,000 of loan. Because out of 1 lakh principal, that is loan, you have paid 25,000. Now, when you are going to close the accounts on 31st March, you will show the interest on 75,000 for at the rate 10% for 2 months. Rupees this for 2 months. And this amount of rupees 75,000 means principal plus interest on principal will be shown as balance carry forward as you are closing the account on 31st March. The balance is 76,250. Now, this balance is being shown by you here, and on 1st August means after the 6 months, check here, his executors came on 31st January. After that, after 6 months, his executors will come here on 1st August. You will calculate interest on 75,000. That was the amount of principal balance. 10% interest for 4 months. Because for 2 months you have calculated here in the previous year, so that you can close the account on 31st March. So now you are calculating the interest here for 4 months, that is rupees 2,500, and now you are going to pay him 25,000 as principal, 2,500 interest plus 1,250. This is for 4 months and this is for 2 months. And the total installment due is rupees this. In the same manner, you will prepare the account for this year also. Now, after 1st August, his executors will come on 31st January, means after 6 months. You will show the interest. Check the interest. Interest on 50,000 amount at the rate 10% for 6 months, rupees this. And on the same date, cash account, principal plus interest 27,500 you are paying. Now, when you will pay the amount on 31st January, you will close the account. The accounts will be closed by you on 31st March, means after the 2 months. So for the 2 months, you will show the expense of this current year, means 25,000 multiplied with 10% for 2 months, rupees this, and it shall be shown as the balance. Principal of rupees 25,000 plus interest of rupees 417. Now, this balance on 31st March shall be shown as opening balance of the next year on 1st April 2020. Rupees 25,417. Now his executor will also come on 1st August, means after 31st January to 1st August, after 6 months. After 6 months means from 1st April to August, there are 4 months only, 4 months. For 4 months at the rate 10% on 25,000 rupees, you are calculating the interest of rupees 833. Now total amount to be paid by you to him is rupees 25,000 as principal plus interest for 2 months calculated here plus interest on the amount for 4 months calculated here. Now to our total amount to be paid by you is rupees this. Now you have closed the account. Dear students, this is the most important topic of this chapter. Please watch this video again and again. I promise that you will understand it and try to solve it on your own.